Keeping you informed. This is In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS.
Welcome to In.form here on 101 Country WBDC and 18 WJTS. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and today we are going to talk about the Huntingburg Senior Citizens Center with none other than Miss Rita Reller. She is back again with her new City of Huntingburg swag on, which I'm very envious about, which I told you before, but lovely to have you on a more sunny day today.
Beautiful sunshine. Hope it stays.
Right. And, with that, you're staying just as busy over at the Senior Citizen Center over in Huntingburg and all of the fun, not only trips that you get to plan, but you've got a bunch of other weekly events happening at the center as well. One really big ticket item that we want to make sure to touch on today for the Senior Citizen Center is one of your very big trips I'm seeing to Pensylvania. So can you tell us more about that?
The Grand Canyon of Pensylvania.
Ooh.
It's a lot closer than the other Grand Canyon. I haven't been there before, but I know of people who have, and they said it is spectacular. We've got the trip going on June 22nd to the 26th, and I think there's a little something for everybody on this trip. You get a paddle wheel riverboat ride. You get a covered wagon tour of the Grand Canyon. Dinner at the Peter Herdick House, which is a Victorian mansion. You get to visit the Thomas Tabor Museum, where you can check out the lumbering heritage, the American Indian, and the Shemp Model Train collection. We'll also go to the Rowley House that was built in 1888. And it's got English mitten tiles and Tiffany quality stained glass windows. This trip also includes your motor coach transportation, 4 nights lodging, 4 breakfasts, and 2 dinners. The cost is only $899 per person if you have a double occupancy, or $1,178 per person if you want a single room. Some people like a room to themselves. You need a $75 deposit due when making your reservation. It says the final payment was due by April 15th. We're extending that to May 14th.
Ooh.
So you have about 5 weeks to get your reservations in for that. We will have a special guest on this trip. I'm not going to say...
No spoilers today.
No spoilers, but there will be a special guest on our Grand Canyon of Pennsylvania trip. So there were plenty of seats available, so I hope everyone will think about taking a covered wagon trip and all that.
Right. So this is again, this is coming up in June. However, you are still seeking to fill those spots, fill those vacancies so that, you guys can continue to take these very full bus trips. And so the Grand Canyon of Pennsylvania sounds like a mighty fine time, if not for the grand various different things that you're going to see. I'm a food person. So anytime you get that different types of foods that you can kind of try, that sounds very awesome. Rita, will you tell us a little bit more about maybe some of the other trips? Because you also said you've got another big trip coming up not too far away from now, right?
Well, in 4 weeks, we go to the Holland Tulip Festival. But that trip is all set now. You can't get in on that anymore. But May 6th to the 8th, we're going to Holland, Michigan, and check out all the tulips there. Then we'll have the Grand Canyon of Pennsylvania trip in June. And then we'll have another one to the Smoky Mountains in October, and to Lancaster Amish Lands, where we'll go to the Sight and Sound Theater for one thing, and that's December 1st to the 5th. I'm sorry we had to cancel our New Orleans trip in September, because I found out that's about the time we're supposed to be moving to our new senior center, and I couldn't figure out how to work both things. So we will reschedule the New Orleans trip for 2026. So hang in there if you're interested in that.
I will say, though, a trade-off for, maybe having to put off the New Orleans trip is you're getting that brand new Senior Citizen Center, right? So how has that kind of been coming along? I'm imagining the moving boxes can't come quick enough for you over there.
No. No, but it's kind of on hold now, the way it seems. So I can't wait for them to get into full production and get it moving.
Right, and we can't wait for that as well, because that's another big thing, big next step for you guys. Whether it's these trips or maybe when we get into the various weekly events or monthly events that you guys host at the Senior Citizens Center, do you have to be a resident of Huntingburg or DuBois County to partake in anything that you guys offer?
Oh, no, definitely not. We have people that come from Spencer County and Jasper for our card tourneys and bingos and whatever. You can, any place. And on our trips, too, we have people that have come from Michigan, Tennessee, and Ohio to go with family or friends on trips. So you don't have to be Huntingburg or a senior to go on these things or to come and visit us and take part in our activities.
Which is a very good reminder, because as we, it is crazy to think we're already in spring, but it's going to be the summer here soon. And if you kind of take favor to one of the big trips coming up, or maybe these monthly events, just put it in the calendar and see how it works out for you, because you guys are very non-discriminatory in that way, so that it's very inviting for anyone and everyone who's interested. And with that, Rita, you guys have weekly as well as your monthly events. So what can we expect for at the Huntingburg Senior Center over the next few weeks into next month, maybe, or what do you have going on?
Well, every Monday we have card tourneys. We play cinch on the first and third Mondays, and euchre on the second and fourth Mondays at 12:30. But please call in by 11 if you want to come and play with us, so I can make sure I've got enough people for each table.
Right.
Then on Wednesdays we have bingo at 1. Different nursing homes or facilities furnish prizes for us. And it doesn't cost anything. Everybody gets to play 2 cards, and if you bingo, you get to take one of the prizes that has been brought. Memorial Gym is right now open for walking Monday through Friday from 5 to 3 and Saturdays 5 to 11. The walking will end on April 30th.
Oh.
They think by then it'll be nice enough outside so you can walk outside again.
Fair enough.
We have carry-in meals occasionally. You'll have to check our calendars for that. Our next one's not until the end of May, but we just had one last week. And I try and get speakers when we have our carry-in meals. So.
Right, and I would imagine one of the many goals of the Senior Citizen Center is to, keep people active and keep them engaged in community stuff. Can you kind of attest to that? Are there other goals that you guys want to make sure that people know that that's why you guys are able to provide your programming, right?
Well, socialization is crucial to the well-being of seniors, and it also slows down dementia. And just get out and be around other people, meet new people. We've had people that come across others that, oh, I know your dad, or I knew your grandpa, and so they've got a lot to talk about. So come and join us.
Right, and you never know who you're going to meet at these things, whether it's someone who might know you from someone else, or if it's a brand new person and you find that, you like the same color or something, or you wear the same color shirt in that day. There's a lot of different ways to kind of get engaged and whatnot. Rita, is there anything new so far as monthly programming that you guys will be having or maybe starting here soon? I'm seeing something about bowling. I don't know if that's something that we want to touch on today or not.
Well, I don't really have anything to do with that. I put it in the calendar so that the seniors know that that's available to them. All they have to do is go to the bowling alley on Fridays at that time. And I don't know how many people show up or anything like that. It's just an activity that I post to give them something else to do.
Gotcha. And there's nothing wrong with that, because again, keeping the senior community and those around them, or just who wants to support them, keeping everybody active is never a bad thing. You have the Holland Festival trip coming up as well. Does that mean the center will be closed in May?
No, it won't. My daughter will keep it open. Actually, the trip is Tuesday through Thursday, and Tuesday we're closed anyway. So all she has to do is be there to run the bingo for me.
There you go.
And then Thursday's a slack day, so that won't be a problem either. So she just has to be there for one day for me.
Good deal. So programming does not slow down as we go into April and May and all of the stuff there. So that is also good to note. And I will say the city of Huntingburg has been doing a fantastic job in posting your monthly calendar and all the schedules and stuff as well on social media. So because I've been able to see a lot of them on there. So it's exciting to see what you guys continually have to offer there as well.
Kenley has been doing a great job for me. I really appreciate everything she's done.
I've heard nothing but good things about their new marketing coordinator, so that's very exciting for the city of Huntingburg. Rita, is there anything else you want to make sure to touch on today before we let you go and enjoy the rest of the sunshine outside today?
I just want people to think about this Grand Canyon trip. I'd really like to see more people take part in this and come and see who our special guest is.
Special guest. I've got maybe a few in mind, but I'm not going to say any guesses because I don't want to accidentally spoil it. But I think a special guest will be a nice little treat for whoever wants to go on that trip with you guys.
It's the first time I've tried anything like this, so we'll see how it goes.
Very good. Well, Rita, it's always a pleasure to have you, and we look forward and hope you have a very successful and hopefully sunny and warm next few months for you guys.
Thank you, and you enjoy the sunshine too.
Definitely going to try. Thank you so much for listening and watching your In.form here on 101 Country, WBDC, and 18 WJTS. This has been with the Huntingburg Senior Citizens Center.
This has been In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS. Catch past episodes on our social media pages and our websites. If it matters to you, it matters to us. In.form.